Have you ever wanted something so badly, visualized it so clearly, but it seems like nothing happens? What if I told you the problem isn't with the desire itself, but with the energy you're putting out after you make that request? There's a powerful secret that changes everything, living as if your desire has already been fulfilled. In this video, you're going to discover the exact technique that people who manifest quickly use every single day. It's not about repeating empty affirmations or passively waiting around. It's about embodying the mental and emotional state of someone who already has what they desire, and that completely changes the frequency you're broadcasting to the universe. By watching until the end, you'll understand why your manifestations might be stuck and how to unlock that flow immediately. I'm going to show you practical, simple examples you can apply today to start living in this new reality. Are you ready to stop chasing your desires and start attracting them naturally? Then stay with me until the end, because what you're about to discover here could completely transform the way you manifest. Before we talk about the secret, you need to understand something fundamental that's going to completely shift your perspective. The universe isn't a person, a being, or a deity analyzing billions of people and deciding for us who deserves to have their desires fulfilled or not. The universe is an electromagnetic field that works like a mirror. It reflects back what you are, not what you want. That's why our emotions are so important. They activate a vibrational frequency, and that vibrational frequency, which is nothing more than a feeling, reaches this field. And this field doesn't judge because it's just an electromagnetic field. The field simply looks at you and says, "Your wish is my command." It gives you back more of what you gave it. Do you see the difference? You're not asking someone to give you something. You're emitting a frequency, and the universe is responding to that frequency. When you're living in the frequency of lack, of anxiety, of fear that you won't get it, the universe gives you back more lack, more anxiety, more situations that confirm you don't have it. But when you're living in the frequency of someone who already has it, of someone who already is it, the universe responds with situations, people, and opportunities that reflect that reality. Most people make a crucial mistake when trying to manifest their desires. They visualize, they say affirmations, they even create vision boards, but then they go back to their daily life living in exactly the opposite energy of what they want. They want financial abundance, but they spend all day worried about bills, checking their bank account every hour, feeling that tightness in their chest when they think about money. They want a loving relationship, but they're living feeling lonely, needy, incomplete. The problem isn't the desire itself. The problem is the energy you maintain after making the request. It's like planting a seed and then digging up the dirt every day to see if it's growing. You're not giving the manifestation time to take form because you're constantly in the energy of checking, doubting, lacking. The Bible teaches us about this in Mark 11:24. "Therefore I tell you, whatever you ask for in prayer, believe that you have received it and it will be yours." Notice it doesn't say, "Believe you will receive it in the future," but "Believe that you have received it" in the present tense. It's about having faith that it's already yours, not hope that maybe someday it will be. Here's the secret that changes everything. You need to live as if your desire were already reality. This isn't about pretending or lying to yourself. It's about embodying the emotional and mental state of someone who already possesses what you desire. It's about becoming the person who already has what you want. Think about it this way. If you already had what you desire, how would you feel? What would be your predominant emotional state? A person who has money doesn't get anxious thinking about bills. They have financial peace. They make decisions calmly. They feel secure. A person who's in a healthy, loving relationship doesn't feel needy or incomplete. They feel loved, valued, complete within themselves. When you start living in that emotional state, even before the physical manifestation appears, you change your vibrational frequency. Remember what we talked about the universe being an electromagnetic field? It doesn't respond to what you ask for with words. It responds to the frequency you emit with your feelings and emotions. And when you emit the frequency of someone who already has it, the field responds by bringing the physical manifestation of that. Let me give you a concrete example so you can understand this better. Imagine someone who wants a promotion at work. They can do one of two things. The first option is to want the promotion but continue behaving like someone who doesn't deserve it, who isn't capable, who needs to prove their worth at every moment. This person lives anxiously, comparing themselves to colleagues, afraid of not being chosen. What frequency are they emitting? The frequency of lack, insecurity, of "I'm not enough." Now imagine the same person choosing to live as if the promotion were already theirs. This doesn't mean being arrogant or telling everyone before it happens. It means acting with the confidence of someone who's already in that position. They start making decisions with more certainty, contributing valuable ideas in meetings without fear of judgment, dressing and carrying themselves like someone who's already in that role. They feel anticipatory gratitude for the opportunity. What frequency are they emitting now? The frequency of someone who already is that person. The universe, like a mirror, responds. Suddenly, the boss notices qualities in them they didn't see before. Opportunities arise for them to show their capabilities. People start seeing them differently. And when the promotion happens, it doesn't feel like a surprise. It feels natural because they were already living in that frequency. But here's something really important to understand about consistency. Let me give you a real-life example that shows why one good action doesn't qualify you for manifestation if you're not watching your frequency throughout the entire day. Picture this. You walk out of your house to buy groceries, and you come across a mother with 3 children living on the street asking for help. Your heart goes out to them. You give her enough money to buy food right then and there, enough to feed herself and her kids. You feel good about it. You're thinking with kindness, with a positive attitude, genuinely wanting to do good. That's a beautiful moment, and your frequency in that moment is high, compassionate, abundant. But then you get home. You walk in the door and immediately start complaining about your son leaving his toys everywhere. You're annoyed at the mess in the house. You sit down and start stressing about your own lack of money, even though just an hour ago you gave money away without hesitation. You turn on the TV and get angry at the news. You scroll through Instagram and feel that familiar pang of envy when you see your friends posting pictures that make it look like they have way more money than you do. You start comparing your life to theirs, feeling bitter, feeling less than. What just happened? In one single day, you went from the frequency of abundance and compassion to the frequency of lack, complaint, and envy. The good deed you did in the morning doesn't cancel out the energy you maintained for the rest of the day. The universe doesn't keep a scorecard where one good action gives you manifestation points. The universe responds to your dominant frequency, to the energy you're holding most of the time. This is why it's so crucial to watch yourself throughout the day. It's not about being perfect. It's about being aware. When you catch yourself complaining, you pause. When you notice envy creeping in, you redirect your thoughts. When you feel lack, you choose to shift back to gratitude for what you do have. The woman you helped on the street felt your genuine abundance in that moment. But the universe felt your lack energy for the rest of the day. And guess which one it's going to mirror back to you? Now let's get practical. How do you actually do this in your daily life? I'm going to give you 3 clear steps you can start applying immediately. First step, identify the emotional state of your fulfilled desire. Get paper and pen and answer this. If I already had this desire fulfilled, how would I feel? Don't focus on the object of the desire. Focus on the feeling. If it's money, maybe the feeling is security, freedom, peace of mind. If it's a relationship, maybe it's love, companionship, joy. If it's health, maybe it's vitality, energy, well-being. Be very specific about which emotions you would feel. Faith, as Hebrews 11:1 teaches us, is confidence in what we hope for and assurance about what we do not see. This confidence is a feeling, not just a thought. It's feeling that it's already yours, even without seeing it yet. Second step, incorporate that emotional state into your daily routine. Here's the most important part. You need to start making decisions and acting from that emotional state. If you desire financial abundance and the feeling is security, start making decisions with security. Organize your finances calmly, not anxiously. Treat the money you have now with respect and gratitude, the way an abundant person treats money. When a necessary purchase comes up, make it with the confidence of someone who knows there's always flow. If you desire a relationship and the feeling is being loved and valued, start treating yourself the way someone who's loved treats themselves. Take care of yourself. Set aside time to do things that make you happy. Speak to yourself with kindness. A person who feels loved doesn't accept crumbs of affection, doesn't make themselves available to just anyone, doesn't diminish themselves for others. The secret here isn't grand gestures. It's the small daily choices. It's in how you think, how you speak, how you act. Every decision you make is an opportunity to emit the frequency of someone who already has it or someone who doesn't have it yet. Third step, let go of the need to control the how and when. This is the hardest step for most people, but it's essential. After you identify the feeling and start living in it, you need to let go. Letting go doesn't mean giving up or stopping action. It means trusting the process and stopping the constant checking to see if it's working. When you plant a seed, you don't dig up the dirt every day to see if it's growing. You water it, care for it, and trust that it will grow in the right time. It's the same thing with your manifestations. You emit the right frequency, take the inspired actions that arise naturally, but you don't obsessively check if it's appeared yet. Every time you anxiously check if it's happened yet, you go back to the frequency of lack. It's like telling the universe, "I don't have it yet, where is it?" And the universe responds, "Your wish is my command," and gives you more situations of not having it. Now let me warn you about 3 common traps that can sabotage this whole process. The first is forcing too hard. There's a difference between living in the frequency of someone who already has it and forcing actions that aren't natural. If you don't have money to buy something expensive and you force the purchase to act rich, you're not in the frequency of abundance. You're in the frequency of recklessness, and afterward, you're going to feel anxiety. Inspired actions flow naturally. Forced actions create resistance. The second trap is doubting while affirming. There's no point in spending 5 minutes visualizing and affirming if you spend the other 23 hours of the day doubting, complaining, focusing on what you don't have. James 1:6-7 warns us, "But when you ask, you must believe and not doubt, because the one who doubts is like a wave of the sea, blown and tossed by the wind." That person should not expect to receive anything from the Lord. The third trap is giving up too soon. Physical manifestation isn't always instantaneous. There's a period of gestation, of circumstances aligning. If you give up in the first week because you didn't see external changes, you're interrupting the process. Keep living in the right frequency. Keep trusting, even when the external doesn't reflect it yet. To wrap this up, I want you to understand something. This isn't a magic technique where you do it once and you're done. It's a lifestyle. It's a way of being. When you truly comprehend that the universe is a mirror reflecting your vibrational frequency, you take responsibility for your reality. You're no longer waiting for something external to change so you can feel good. You're choosing to feel good, to live in the frequency of what you desire, and letting the universe do its job of bringing the physical manifestation. The power has always been in you. The universe just responds to what you emit. Start today. Identify the feeling of your fulfilled desire. Start living in that state, and trust the process. Your desires aren't just possible, they're already yours in frequency. Now it's just about allowing them to manifest in the physical. If this video resonated with you, do me a favor and hit that like button. It helps more people discover this message. And if you're serious about transforming your manifestation practice, subscribe to this channel because I'm sharing more techniques like this every week. Now, I want to hear from you. Drop a comment below and tell me, what's the one desire you're going to start living as if it's already yours? What frequency are you choosing to embody starting today? And if you know someone who needs to hear this message, someone who's been struggling to manifest their desires, share this video with them. Sometimes one shift in perspective is all it takes to change everything. Thank you for watching, and remember, your desires are already yours in frequency. Now go live like it.